People were on the left, and in between is where they would meet to forge. The places for people to meet and greet. When you came in from out of town, if you didn't have family or friends to stay with, you would rent space in an inn or a tavern. You might have as many as 4 or 5 people in bed with you. The only rule being you had to introduce yourself before you climbed into bed.
Now, this isn't the actual campus now, Williamsburg, right? This is like old, or is this where the actual college is still?
It is still.
It is still?
This is still.
Oh, okay.
Now, okay. Get us up here. Okay, we're going to stop right here. I want you to look around here for a minute. Okay. Aside from our slave population, which makes up about half of the population here on non-court days, we have 3 classes of hang Blackbeard here. Blackbeard had had his head cut off, the body tossed over the boat, the side of the ship. The head was brought back here to Williamsburg after hanging on a pike for about a year or 2, losing all of its flesh, and when it was just an ordinary skull, they brought it to our silversmith. They dipped it in silver a number of times, and it sat on the bar at the tavern. This is the high rent district in town. Remember what I said about watching where you put your feet. Right now we don't have any droppings here, but later on up the road you can see we have some. You will want to be careful there. As we go by the lumber house, there's where they gravestones. No? Lanterns. Believe it or not, those are called sugar hats. We store our sugar in cones, and so this is a sign that would tell you that this is one of the grocery stores in town. The phrase, "I'll eat my hat," comes from the fact that people would eat a sugar hat. Obviously, the guy next door with the pig, you get the idea, meat products are sold here.
So do the people that own it live in the upstairs, or do they live off the block?
Well, I mean, the store owner probably lives upstairs. There's not an open door into someone else. Okay, here are the infamous road apples. Well, they're big horses.
You want me to take a picture of you with them?
And they're fed very well.
Anybody want their photo with it?
This is how you protect your property. On the 2nd floor, you'd have a system of pegs on the wall with buckets that you would fill with water. And when you've got your fire going in the wintertime, if one of your neighbors comes up, pounds on your door and says they've seen a cinder light on your roof, you're going to race upstairs, throw open the sash, get up on your ladder with your bucket of water, and try and put that out and save everything you own. Fire departments come later. Benjamin Franklin, I believe, sets together our first volunteer fire department or subscription fire from the Capitol.
My friend said, like, and they said, oh, we're not
World. So the first boatload of the blacks that had been taken from Africa that came over were actually indentured servants. At the end of their period of indenture, they were freed, they were allowed to buy land and set up their own plantations, which they did. You had the Native American Indians.
You guys want to get friendly, you can make more room. Today, come on, magazine. More there.
For the shepherds in this room, we've got the seats over here and you want to sit down.
You can sit on a box on a barrel. You can also sit on the floor if you like. Up to you. As long as it's not breathing. Weapons. Weapons. Okay. There's a lot of those. What kind? Anyway.
Shut up, guys.
Musket.
Musket, right. And what else? There's more than muskets in here. Keep going. There's a wall over there full of stuff.
Revolvers.
Pistols, thank you.
Drones.
Drums. Very good. One of my favorites. 2012, this is referred to as a blanket, correct. Now in 1775, it was referred to as
Zombies. Would you want to use
That's what they used to do.
The 16-1000 is a 100-caliber rifle made for taking down planes. And they just sit down and go get on planes and shoot them down. I don't think...
So you break it all up, you watch how you would take it.
Give it time. Look. Here. Old ones off. We tended not to have trees here in town except the fruit trees in the backyard because we had so many problems with fire. So while they're lovely for shade now, they are not authentic to the time.
Right over at the.
We have all kinds of little ones.
I'm gonna sit.
We're going to head back up the hill this way.
There's fish and tadpoles and stuff.
Oh, I see fish.
I see it there.
I don't see which ones here today. I'm the cell phone.